The Consumer Goods and Services Ombudsman has condemned claims that some informal traders and spaza shop owners are charging more for card payments in Soweto. The residents there are calling for better regulation. Some shop owners confirmed the trend, saying they could provide valid reasons. Ziniko Mhlaba has the exclusive report.
The illegal trend of overcharging on card payments is hitting some Soweto residents hard. They allege that they are being exploited by local retail shops with higher card payment rates that are more than the actual price. Newzroom Afrika traveled to Soweto to investigate the allegations. First, we met with two concerned residents.
Mo community arena ke bona ile reng ku ripa batho off at some point. So ne ke ipotsa hore ha ile reng wa khone ha ba boele morao ba ile dula fase ba boledishane ba lebelle taba bona ka tsela e tshwanetseng ba re fe di charges tse reng di lekane, unlike gore ke tsene ka shopong ke lo withdraw 100 rand ba re ro charge 10 rand on top. Ke sa tlo ya go bank gape ha ke fitla go bank in charge tsa hore ke berekise card ya yona go shopong e itseng hore go kae kae. So ntho tsa tsona le tseo ne ke re hore ha ba ye ba dilwe fase ba dilebelele ya re bolaya ntwe wa rona mo re yang re ka sebele le tšhelete tsa go rekela bana maswitsi wa le kopeng.
Mo retail shop ha ba re charge at all. Re donza di grant tsa rona mo ha ona chargement. O motho o romela tšhelete ha o yo itse ha ona chargement, but mo ba re charge. It's an extortion. Ba re extortion because ba dia tšhelete 10 rand. Oka lebela community is too much. Ke di 10 rand tse ka etse ba ka le collectao ka le tšatši if le gore batho ba continue ba o withdraw or motho nya ka o reka in emergency way ka card ba mo charge that particular 10 rand with a small thing e ka cost down na go 20 rand e be mo cost 30 rand. So ke bona kare is not fair.
We decided to verify these allegations ourselves, so we visited a local spaza shop located in the Yaski section of Bramfisher in Soweto.
So when I buy cash, how much is it? Okay, when I tap? 22 rand. No, I'm shooting. Just keep them. Okay. The site doesn't want to be on camera, it's fine. I want to tap. Okay, so when you're buying cash, the loaf of bread is 20 rands. When you swipe, it's 22 rands, and of course, yeah. So that's the conversation we've been having this morning. It's very popular spaza shop here in Soweto, so that's where things are at.
Having confirmed allegations leveled against some local traders, we probed whether this overcharging is accepted. We visited the Consumer Goods and Services Ombudsman for some answers.
And the Consumer Protection Act is quite clear, and it's Section 23 that speaks to pricing. If I'm a customer that intends on buying a product or a service, that product needs to be labeled. There needs to be a price attached to that product, and I must pay for what that price is. There's another question that basically follows. As a provider, as a supplier, am I allowed to apply a surcharge for something that I could easily pay the same price for in cash? And I know that there's guidelines on this, especially when it comes to the Payment Association of South Africa. And from our reading of that, which is also available on their website, it says that a supplier or a merchant is not allowed to charge a surcharge.
The Ombudsman says the country's laws can't be compromised.
I think what we need to understand is that the Consumer Protection Act is an important piece of legislation, and it applies nationally without. So, for example, I don't just need to register to apply it. I have to apply it, regardless if I'm a store vendor, if I have a small shop at the corner of the road. If I am supplying goods to consumers, I have to comply with the Consumer Protection, and that includes things like supplying goods that are safe for human consumption, supplying goods that have prices attached to it, providing for things like direct marketing and so forth. So, as a supplier, we suggest, or rather, we recommend that when one follows the Consumer Protection Act.
The Consumer Goods and Services Ombudsman says customers must first file their grievances with the informal traders first. Should their concerns not be addressed, they can approach the Ombudsman via online platforms. For Newzroom Afrika on Channel 405, I'm Ziniko Mhlaba in Soweto, Johannesburg.